Okay, so today's lesson is covering converting measurements. We'll be starting on page 89 for October 12th, 2017, converting measurements. We're going to start off by looking at some equivalence between a customary and metric. Okay, we're looking at the length, the weight, and the capacity for our customary and metric. And so we're going to look at some equivalents for that so that we can help us solve it. In your length, you have 1 inch is equal to 2.45 centimeters. A foot is approximately, that's the squiggly lines, 0.305 meters. 1 yard is approximately 0.914 meters or 914 thousandths meter. And then 1 mile is 1.61 kilometers. In weight, we have 1 ounce is equivalent to 28.4 grams, and 1 pound is equivalent to 0.454 kilograms. Capacity, which is your volume, how much something can hold. 1 fluid ounce is equal to 29.6 milliliters. 1 quart is equal to 0.946 liters, and 1 gallon is approximately 3.79 liters. So using the conversion factors. A conversion factor is a ratio of 2 equivalent measurements. So for example, while lifting weights, John adds 11.35 kilograms to his bar. About how many pounds does he add to his weight? So using the conversions above, we know that 1 pound is equal or approximately 0.45 kilograms. When we set this up as a ratio, we should, convert the given measurement by multiplying. So kilograms times the conversion factor is equal to the pounds. So when we're setting it up, we have our kilograms multiplied by the conversion factor, which is what we got here. It's our ratio. 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. When you multiply straight across, you get 11.35 divided by 0.45, and that gives us 25 pounds. Next thing we're going to look at is using proportions to convert measurements. So for example, we have Bob's driveway is 45 feet long by 18 feet wide. He plans to pave the entry driveway, the asphalt. Paving costs $24 per square meter. That's important, okay, because now we're going from feet to meters. What will be the total cost of the pavement? So the first thing is you need to find the area of the driveway, but you have to convert your measurements to meters. Okay, so they're in feet right now. Always do your conversions first. Okay, so 1 foot is equivalent to 0.35 meters. And so when we're setting that up as a ratio, we have 1 foot to 0.05 meters. We're looking for what the 45 feet is as a meter. And when we cross product, 0.305 times 45 gives us 13.725 meters. We also have the 18 feet that we have to figure out. So our ratio is 1 foot to 0.305 equal to 18 feet over x. When we cross multiply, you get 5.49 meters. Now that we have our new measurements in meters, you need to just find the area. Area is length times width. So you plug in the numbers for length and width, 13.725 times 5.49, and you get 75.35 square meters. Once we have that, don't forget, we have the cost of the asphalt is $24 per square meter. So now we have everything in meters. We multiply this times the 24 to get the cost of the asphalt, which is $1,808.40. Another conversion with using proportion is basically if you were changing your yards to meters. 20 yards is equivalent to how many meters? We know from our conversion equivalence conversion factors and everything, that 1 yard equals 0.914 meters. So this sets up the ratio where we have 1 yard to 0.914, and we're looking for the 20 yards to meters. When you cross multiply 20 times 0.914, then you get 18.28. Cross multiply x times 1, you just get 1x, which is what you're looking for. So 18.28 meters is our answer. Last but certainly not least, one with the same measurements in customary or in metric makes it a little bit more easier, but they could jump around. So we have a jet flies at an altitude of 52,800 feet. What is the height of the jet in miles? So we're going from feet to miles. If you look at your formula chart, we do not have a feet to miles. We have 1 yard to 3 feet, 1 mile to 1,760 yards. We can use this information to solve for feet to miles. So I'm going to use my 1 yard to 3 feet because I do know how many feet. So I have 52,800 feet, and I need to know how many yards that is, because yards is what gets us to a mile. Okay, so when we did the cross product and then divided by the 3, 52,800 feet divided by 3 gives us 17,600 yards. Now I take the ratio of 1 mile equals 17 yards. And I mean 1760 yards, so 1,760 yards. I set that up as a ratio here. I already know that 17,600 yards is for the feet, but I need to know what that is for the miles. So when you cross multiply 17,600 yards times 1, then divide that by 1,760 yards, then you get 10 miles for X. Okay, one key thing, and we can write this down. Let me grab real quick, is that the proportion can be set up based on the chart. For example, as simple as 1 foot equals 12 inches. That is 1 foot over 12 inches. Okay, the equal sign is the division bar, is this ratio setup. Okay, I've already talked a little bit about that. So even when we're given the off-the-wall measurements like yards to meters that aren't, you have customary and metric in it, they should give you what the equivalence is so that you can set up a ratio from that in order to solve for whatever is missing what you're looking for. Okay, be prepared to do this in class tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow.